So I'm really privileged now to welcome once again Julie Morgan, AM of the Senedd, and to say welcome, Julie. We look forward to hearing from you today.
Bore da, and diolch yn fawr am y gwahoddiad I fod gyda chi heddiw. Thank you very much for inviting me, and I really welcome this opportunity to speak to you about ageing well in Wales. And it's really encouraging that there are so many people who've joined this today who are determined to make Wales an age-friendly nation, as of course we all inevitably grow older. So in a world where populations are aging faster than ever before, the United Nations Decade of Healthy Aging aims to address this issue on a global scale. And I'm confident that in Wales, we are leading the way in improving the lives of older people, no matter what our circumstances might be now and into the future. And I know how important research is to help us achieve our goal. We cannot underestimate the importance of research, and thank you for all that you're doing in this field, because research, facilitates our learning, builds our knowledge, and gives us a much wider perspective. And since the creation of the Centre for Ageing and Dementia Research, the Welsh Government and ultimately the people of Wales have benefited from the groundbreaking research that has been undertaken, and more recently in its development of the UK Age Index, which has provided an important benchmark to monitor the success of the new strategy for an ageing society. I've read with interest the agenda that you've got ahead of you at this conference today, and it's really engaging topics and speakers. And indeed, the first topic, age-friendly environments, is one of the themes in our strategy for an ageing society. And Professor Charles Musselwhite sits on my Ministerial Advisory Forum on Ageing. And his research into the built environment was pivotal in shaping this part of the strategy. So thank you very much, Charles, for that. And I know your contribution will be absolutely fascinating. Now, our Age-Friendly Wales, our strategy for an ageing society, was published on October the 7th last year, following an extensive programme of engagement with older people, their representatives, professionals and academics alike. And as I'm sure some of you will be aware, Cadre was involved in forming the development. The strategy sets out our vision for an age-friendly Wales, which supports people of all ages to live and age well. The strategy challenges ageist stereotypes of older people as passive recipients of health and social care. And I think it's so important that we do challenge this stereotype about older people. And it is a matter of concern that the pandemic may have helped to embed such stereotypes in people's minds. And I think it's all too easy to overlook the many ways older people support our communities to flourish. We should not forget many older people living with dementia are cared for by their partner, their siblings, or a neighbour who are often older too, or that many working adults rely on grandparents for childcare. I'm a grandparent and I do a lot of childcare, and I know how important it is. The value of older volunteers certainly became clear through the pandemic, as many charities struggled to cope without their support. And I think before COVID-19, older people's contribution to the Welsh economy was estimated to be over 2 billion a year. So we don't want COVID and the pandemic to get older people shut back in their houses. We must remember the contribution that older people make. And the strategy for an ageing society aims to change the way we all think and feel about ageing. We want to create a Wales where everyone looks forward to growing older, a Wales where individuals can take responsibility for their own health and well-being, whilst feeling confident that support will be available and easily accessible if needed. And thanks to the groundbreaking developments in health and technology, the global population of people aged over 60 has been growing faster than any other age group. But the pandemic does show how easily these gains can be taken away. The pandemic also showed how important it is that different generations understand each other so that they can pull together at times of crisis and play to our strengths as strong, vibrant communities across Wales. Working in partnership across generations, sectors and communities is fundamental to the creation of an age-friendly Wales. So to turn our vision into reality, in 21-22, we've allocated £550,000 to local authorities to support their work to become age-friendly and to gain membership of the World Health Organization's network of age-friendly cities and communities. And to gain membership, local authorities must show how they are engaging with older people. And our vision is shared with the Older Persons Commissioner for Wales, who is providing valuable support and guidance to local authorities as they work towards age-friendly status. The United Nations Principles for Older Persons have informed the development of this strategy and run throughout it. And so I want Wales to be a nation that celebrates age and, in line with the UN principles, a nation that upholds the independence, participation, care, self-fulfillment and dignity of older people at all times. This year, we will also allocate £100,000 to promote awareness of older people's rights and inspire a common understanding of the transformative effect of a rights-based approach. We are fortunate that we have a firm grasp on the circumstances of older people in Wales, thanks to the research that is undertaken by academia such as CADRA. In 2019, we commissioned CADRA to benchmark the situation of older people in Wales against the other 3 UK nations, and this measure was updated in 2021. And the Centre used a range of measures to create a UK age index. And the results showed that Wales was ranked first with the highest overall score, followed by Scotland, England, and finally Northern Ireland. So I think this does show that there's an awful lot that we're doing really well, and we should feel proud that our commitment to support older people is clearly evidenced. However, we know that there are areas where we need to do a lot more. Older people have been directly involved in creating this strategy and will be involved in its delivery via my Ministerial Advisory Forum on Ageing, of which CADRA are also members. We will put the voice and experience of older people at the heart of our policy process. We will work across government to address the wide range of factors that influence how we age, from our health, social care and transport systems to the way we socialise, work and care for others. The strategy aims to unlock the potential of today's older people and tomorrow's ageing society. And work is already underway to develop a delivery plan, setting out clear actions, milestones and timescales to monitor the strategy's implementation. This strategy is about how we look to the future, based on sound knowledge and understanding, and a strategy developed with and for the people of Wales. By acknowledging and valuing the contributions of all older people in Wales, we can reject ageism and work across generations to create an age-friendly Wales. And I've got no doubt that through collaboration of research, lived experience, together we can create an age-friendly Wales so that anyone, no matter their age or background, can feel safe and supported to grow old. And I want to assure you that the Welsh Government has this as one of their highest priorities. So once again, thank you to all for your involvement in this agenda, and it's been a delight to participate. Diolch.